Let's talk about this book. Mario, you guys enjoying this? You're just sitting there like
We were talking about the book all along.
now, last thing here. So
And,
we got
and this is a novel. This is not a true story.
based on many fictional stories here. No, just so Nick Pileggi from Goodfellas, Gianna Russo has seen a lot, done a lot, and tells a lot. Amazing. Gay Talese, Gianna Russo is a true character who has led a most colorful life. So what else can you tell us about this book? It's coming out what? It's coming out in the next couple months.
March 12th, yeah.
March 12th, okay. What else do we know that's going to be in this book? I know you talk about some stuff with Shaw. What else is in here?
The Vatican, a lot of stuff about Hollywood, a lot of ins and outs of movie stars, friends I've been with. Great story about Joshua Gabor. You got to read that one. It's amazing. I can't tell you about it. It happened in Howard Hughes' house, though. So, there's so many great stories. A lot of fun things. A lot of stories of how the Godfather movie saved my life, especially with Pablo Escobar. I thought I was dead because, I had a problem with two of his guys. Went there because, they believe in Santeria. So when I had an incident in my club in Vegas, State Street, and I had to shoot this guy after he stabbed this woman, and he slit my throat, and I just took him out, only to find out he was an underboss with Pablo Escobar, and they were just setting up a whole new thing in Vegas of drugs. And his brother, Lorenzo Madelia, was like this with Pablo, and he has to avenge his brother's death. They believe in Santeria. So I didn't know anything about this. Oscar Goodman, we were talking about him earlier, and different people at the time, they got a girl from UNLV to tell me about the Santeria. Because I came home, there was a whole thing on my living room floor, and I live in a secured compound, and this is on my rug. And I had my daughter picture with salamanders and chicken and all this stuff on my rug, like 6-foot circle. And she had to explain to me. She said, well, you are marked for death, but they're going to avenge anybody and anything. Your pets, they'll kill. You'll be the last to go. So I came to New York to meet Gotti, because he was the only one. I figured I knew he was, I didn't say it directly to him. So again, I got to say my good friend Joe Watts. He's like this with John. I said, I got to talk to John. They arranged it. I come here, and I was wondering for the longest time, not a long time, a couple hours while I was waiting to get on the plane, why is he doing this? He figured out if I got there, I'd never come back. He thought, I'm done with this guy finally. So he arranged for me to go there. I went to Bogota, because I figured, let me appeal to this guy. I can have my kids killed and all this, and friends of mine. I had nothing to do with this. And I said, if I had a minute to tell him, then let him kill me, I don't care. I don't want nothing to happen to my kids. And I went. And I met him in a church. I felt good about that. And then when I walked
Met who? You met Pablo?
Yeah, Pablo. And he was in a church, see the image of who I thought it was, and he was praying. And the closer I got to him, I smelled flesh. He was burning his fingertips. I don't know if it was some kind of penance. He was burning his fingertips on the candles as he was praying. And as I'm walking down the aisle to get to him, every time I walked 10, 15 feet, you hear creaking of the pews, and guys were sitting up with guns. So I thought I was there alone. There was about 10, 15 guys in the church. So all I remember is going there to him, and I said, Mr. Escobar, I gotta tell you, and that's all I got out. I woke up chained to chairs. My clothes were stripped off of me. The seat had no bottom, and there were body bags, blood all over. I mean, the stench in that room, and these guys were just having fun with me. Then one day, a man, I'm sitting like I'm done. I didn't know how many hours I was there. A guy, neatly dressed, standing in front of me. Talk about the Godfather and what it means to me. He says to me, why don't you tell me you were calling him the Godfather? And it was Pablo Escobar. He said, take him upstairs and clean him. So I go, he gave me some pills because I was in pain. They had a chain and like a ball, they were with rubber on it, and they'd be hitting me in my groin area. I mean, my rectum and balls, I mean, I couldn't even move for like, I walked like an old man at that time. And he was very apologetic. He gave me some pills. They took me to the room. I stayed there. He says, sleep. I don't know how long I slept. Next thing you know, I'm all dressed in one of, those white, beautiful clothes. I'm in having dinner with him. And he says to me, I'm so sorry, but my people treated you like this. I'm saying to myself, you did, you asshole, not your people. And we talked for a long time, and he says, tell me, why did you come here? I said, I had nothing to do with this. Your man, or whoever he was, because I didn't want to directly say, it's your guy. I said, whoever you sent, he breaks a Cristal bottle, sticks it in this lady's face. I go to try to rectify it. I told him, leave. I did. I said, you hear those sirens? They're coming for you. Get out of here. Because if it was somebody in there, the beef, I'm gonna have it. I don't want to be a witness no more and sit in a trial for 2 months for you. I said, get out of here. And he said, no, Mon. I said, no, Mon. Where's Mon? Then I realized, but I didn't know he had the bottle yet at that time. And that's when he went for my neck.
Yeah.
And I went back. And that's why this chin was hanging. So now I have the green light. Now I can play with it, because once I know it's self-defense, that's all. Anybody I killed was self-defense. In fact, the last judge I was in front of, he says, Mr. Russo, I don't understand about all the self-defense. He says, but if you kill another person and you don't open your shirt and there's a big S on your chest, you go to jail. Crazy things, man.